So now I'm going to start presenting this lesson, and the goal that I'm going to present or I'm doing is manage a business organization, and the project is called What is Your Function? So now this is the outline. What is management? What are the five major functions of management, and what are the three management styles? So I'm going through all of these outlines, and the first one is what is the management? Management is the act of controlling, for instance, the company's employees, resources, financially, and all the activities surrounding on that company. This is called Lamenting 2018. This is included also all the tasks of the company or the institution is doing regardless of the activities of that organization is involved. Specifically, having meetings with the staff of different departments, managing the resources of the company, finding solutions for the company's product, and so on. So uh, now let us go to the what are the five major functions of management. The first one is planning, the second one is organizing, the third one is staffing, the fourth one is leading, the fifth one is controlling. So let me go through one by one and explain more about them. So the first one is planning. Planning is the process used to set guidelines, strategies which will lead the organization to achieve its objective. And this is course elementing 2018. Planning also involves, according to the course elementing, forecasting can be described as a predicting what the future will look like, whereas planning predicts what the future should look like. So planning also is involved thinking about the company's strategies to develop, such as planning the resources of the company need, the kind of employees the company need, and what will the company achieve or do in the next coming years. For example, every company conducts planning every year, and the company plans everything, including money, human resources, activities to do, the strength and weakness of the company, and as well as the competition. So now organizing is the act of doing the organization's work, employees, and the resources, and in well contemplated, and this is according to the course Lamenting 2018. So organizing is a management and also involves, according to the course Lamenting 2018, management organizes by creating patterns of relationship among workers, optimize use of resources to accomplish business objectives. Organizing is to make sure the company's standard of doing things should be more professional, because if the work which the company is doing is disorganized, it will be very difficult many professionals to trust the company's professionalism and the reputation. Therefore, good manager is the one who emphasizes everything in which the organization is professional manner within professional manner. So the company organizes everything in a good manner, such as putting together resources, training professional human resources, setting good policy, and buying materials needed for the company to operate. So now staffing is an act of organizing employees, recruiting, training, and awarding their performances. And this is Mighty Recruiter 2021. According to the Mighty Recruiter 2021, staffing is a function of employees recruitment, screening, selecting, and performed within an organization or a business to fill job opening. So good manager is the one choose good staff for its company in the way that the manager thinks professionally, bypassing the requirement of the job posting, using right platforms such as LinkedIn and other social media platforms. According to the Mighty Recruiter 2021, other areas of employment which handled by staffing department are orientation, training, retention, and termination. For example, the company prepares good staff who can help the company to achieve its desires by recruiting professional employees based on the needs of the company. So leading is the act of managing directions or guiding the employees and the resources in order the company to achieve its desired goals in the future. and this according to the course element 2018. So according to the course element 2018, managers lead their organization and can vary their style and approach to achieve the desired outcome. So leading also involves having good leadership skills, and as a leader, your employees should be respected and provided different trainings depending on their weakness and strength. So leaders always should be using good communicational skills such as good interpersonal communication, judgmental behavior, and also good ethical conduct in the staff to be more productive in the workplace. For example, the manager leads everything under the company, such as human resources, raw material, blood, staffing, process, and etc. So controlling is the act of taking responsibility of all activities that the organization is doing and making sure that everything is happening in the right way. And this is according to the course element in 2018. According to the course element in 2018, managers lead their organization and vary can vary their style of approach to achieve desired outcome. Controlling is more like leading or managing as a leader, or involves making sure safety of the resources and human resources of the company or institution is 100% perfect. The company or the institution might have any resources, including equipment resources, financial resources, and should be spent on right time and on right and appropriate place. For example, the manager controls everything under the company, including human resources, raw material, everything which is moving, such as construction, selling, and so on. So, what are the three management styles? The first one is directing. The second one is discussion. The third one is delegating. So let us go through one by one and explain more about them. So, directing is the act of ordering the employee by telling what to do, and this is according to the Training Mark 2018. According to the Training Mark 2018, directing style promotes learning through listening and following instructions. With this style, the manager tells employees what to do and how to do it and when it needed to be done. So when the boss or the human resource is directing the employees, it won't make sense unless everyone will perform based on the directions given by boss or the human resource. So this will limit the capacity of the employees by performing the limits in which the human resource or boss is giving them, and I wouldn't encourage them because they might some of employees who could take new initiative but cannot do because of the directions of the boss. So now the weaknesses. I have two examples of the weaknesses and also two examples of the strength. So the first example is the employees will not, during the direction, the employees will not be able to innovate due to the direction of the boss because you cannot go beyond what the boss told you unless it might be, if you do that, it might be also mistake. So for instance, the second example of which is the weakness of directing is everyone will be limited not to go beyond what the boss is telling, because if you go beyond that, which means it might also create another problem for your work. So the strength is, for example one, new employees will do who do not have experience will benefit the directions of the boss, because this directing style, the strength is that new employees will take advantage from the boss because he will be guiding them. And the second example that I will give as a strength in directing is directing will help employees based on the expectations of the boss. So the other strength is that when the boss tells you to do certain thing, which means you have to do only that thing, which means you will meet the expectations of the boss. You cannot exceed that. So now let us go to the last one, which the second one, which is discussion. Discussion is when the manager or employees discuss everything which is going on the organization, such as problems. such as problems, solutions, and way forward. According to Training Mark 2018, the discussion style promotes learning through interactions, and this style is practiced by Socrates, and the manager encourages critical thinking, lively discussion by asking employees questions about the problems, opportunity, and issues that must be resolved. So discussions are very important style of solving problem, because when people or employees or boss discuss on a certain topic, the topic will help everyone in the discussion to think beyond and bring innovative and sustainable solutions. So by directing someone, you might be alone bringing negative ideas, but by discussing, everyone will generate noble ideas that can resolve the matters that can last long. Weaknesses. The first one is the through discussion. Some of the employees will not like to discuss with others, and they would like to work separately so that they can build something. And also the second one, also discussion might create a conflict, because some of the employees might feel that their opinions are being neglected. So the two strengths are: the first one, discussions gives opportunity or chance to share other employees who have potential ideas, and also the other example also is it helps employees to learn each other's experience because they discuss, and that is how the discussion helps. So delegating is when the manager or CEO give different tasks to all employees, and every even some of the tasks by dealing differently. This according to the training mag. According to the training mag, using appropriate management style helps employees learn, grow, and also become more independent. The delegating is also important, but it's not always recommendable based on my understanding. Togetherness is the strength that individual cannot have. Therefore, if delegating employees is still more, it's likely directing, because you are telling them what to do and when to do and how to do. Perhaps telling them what to do and when to do and what to do could be appropriate, but how to do it seems inappropriate in the way that both there might be other individuals who are more expert than you are. Therefore, when employees are new, yes, this is option to use. So the two weaknesses of this delegating are: delegating might create dissatisfaction because of some of the employees would like to work alone rather than listening what the boss is saying. And also the other one is delegation might create confusion between boss and the employees, because they might not meet the expectations of their boss. So the strength is it helps. The first example is it helps employees to acquire experience from the boss, and also the second one is delegation style will create opportunity for staff and the boss to exchange knowledge and experience.